First and foremost, a big shout out and a thank you to a long-time sponsor. We haven't really talked to them much about on this show, but they are our official sponsor in the terms that we record from their studio.
Yep.
So a massive shout out to Doriforos Greek Satellite Radio, who week in, week out hosts our recording sessions. And are now on the move to a new venue in the next few weeks.
Yep.
And we're going there with them. So a big shout out to James and all the crew behind Doriforos Greek radio station, based in Richmond. And, feel free to reach out to them if you want any radio advertising.
Yeah.
Or you can reach out to us because, we can advertise on our podcast as well. Yeah. But big shout out to James and the crew. And we are now going to go and do something like this.
This is Two Blokes in a Pod.
Hey, what is that?
The podcast where, well, it's a bit of this, a bit of that.
I don't understand.
Just blokey laughs and blokey chats.
Okay.
Whatever it is, let's get started.
So, Stamati, I've been working hard on my mindfulness, my health, my just everything about me, like just my well-being, right?
Right.
And on the weekend, I was working on my dad bod, and I did 500 crunches.
Oh,
yeah,
brutal.
It was a bag of Doritos, but still. Yeah, and that got me thinking. Because, I genuinely am doing some stuff, and I want to talk about it. But before we do get into that, I want to ask you, how's your gym membership going?
Haven't been to a single session.
So late last year, in one of our, ending episodes somewhere at the end of the season, you mentioned that you took out a gym membership to join with Pish.
Yep.
The Pish.
The senior Pish.
The senior Pish.
Yeah.
And you have bought a membership.
Right.
And not once attended the gym.
No. And I want to blame Michael for that because...
I'm clipping this.
Because he said, yep, let's do it. I'm like, okay. And... No go. I'm that type of bloke. I'm that type of guy, right, that I need someone to go with. And someone needs to hold me accountable. I'm well aware I am mentally weak when it comes to going to the gym. I need someone there to hold me accountable. And then once I get into my rhythm, I'll hold
you
them
accountable or hold your hand?
Hold my hand. And in turn, I will hold them accountable. So I need someone to sort of bounce off, when it comes to the gym. Because when we're there, I'm zoned in.
What type of gym are we talking here? Because
I
don't know about blokes bouncing on blokes at the gym.
Get your mind out of the gutter there, champ, all right? No, but yeah, so he didn't go, so I didn't go. And now I'm paying all this money every month, and I'm not, I think it's stopped now. I think, it stopped. But, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, so, but I have been watching what I'm eating, all that sort of stuff. In the last probably the start of this year, I've probably dropped down 10 kegs. So I have dropped down 10 kegs since the start of this year. So I've been doing it in other ways.
So have I, and we'll get into that in a moment. But you just reminded me about wasting money on the gym and dropping money and all that. So on my way here tonight, I farted on my wallet. Yeah. Now I've got plenty of gas money.
Didn't.
Yeah, I know. I've been ripping out dad jokes at work lately, and I think I am upsetting and frustrating quite a few of the staff at work.
Right.
But, I don't know. We'll get into that. We'll move on. But anyway, so back to fitness and well-being, right? So towards the end of last season, I mentioned an app called Mental, right? A men's mental health app, right? So in order to get a bit of a shout out. They gave me a bit of a trial membership and I tried it and all that. It's actually not bad. So every day I listen to the daily affirmation, the audio that they do. It's only 2.5 minutes every morning. And there's a guy that just talks through, different scenarios and different ways of looking at things. And then there's a cold water challenge. And also a push-up challenge.
Right.
So you put your phone on the floor. It uses the front camera to sense when your face is close to the screen and when it leaves the screen. So you're basically pushing up off of that. And it times it for it gives you a challenge. So the first challenge is 10 push-ups, for example. And as you progress through the program, you get more advanced and all that.
Is it through your phone?
Yeah. So it's on the app.
Right.
You activate the push-up challenge and then you put your phone flat on the floor and it scans your face. So every time your face comes close, it knows that you're lowering yourself. And then every time your face is far, it knows that you're pushing up. So that's one. And then it does that. So it counts it 10 times as you're moving closer to the phone and that, right? Now, obviously, being a bigger bloke, I can't do it on my toes. So I am doing it on my knees. But I'm feeling stronger because I'm doing, 10 a day. And now I've progressed to 30 a day. So it doesn't sound like it's a lot. But I'll tell you what, it's actually helping. It's mentally helping me.
Well, if you're doing obviously 10 a day, so how quickly does it progress from, say, 10 to 15 to 20?
Every 7 days.
So every 7 days it goes up by how many?
5? 10, yeah.
So 10. So obviously week 1 is 10, week 2 is 20, week 3 is 30, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by the time you know it, you'd be at 100 push-ups a day.
Yeah, and right now I'm not struggling, but 30 is a lot to do in one hit without a break. So I'm getting there.
Is there a timer as well?
No, there isn't a timer. Well, there is, but that's the next level of challenge to do a certain amount within a time. So basically, I started with just 10, and it just basically made me do 10. The next level from that, to qualify for 20, you then have to do 10 within a time frame.
What's the time frame?
Oh, I can't remember, man. I think it was a minute.
Okay.
I think it was a minute. I could be wrong. I can't remember. But then after I passed that challenge, my next step is 20.
Okay.
So I do 20 and I do that for 7 days.
Right.
In order for me to get to 30, I then have to do 20 within a time frame.
Oh, shit.
And I think that was a minute and a half.
Okay.
Because I only recently finished it. So it took me a lot longer to get there. So it won't let you go to the next stage until you pass in that time frame.
Okay.
There's no way to cheat it. I think there might be if you really... No, I don't know. I actually don't know how to cheat it. I haven't tried to cheat it.
Let's have a look.
But anyway, so where I was going, so that's one thing, right? And then the next challenge in there is the cold water challenge.
What's it called?
Mental, but it's not like mental. I'm not sure if you can see the challenges though, because you have to sign up to it.
Yep.
Where did I put it? Where's my app gone? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so, it is MENTAL.
Mental.
Big shout out to the guys behind this app.
So is it any of these?
Yeah, that green one.
Green one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
So, today's topic, for example, is put down the poison, free your mind of letting go of grudges and resentments, right?
Right.
Anyway, and then the other challenge is the cold water challenge. Have you ever done a cold water challenge?
So what's that?
So basically you have your shower and then you end your shower with really, really cold water.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wakes you up.
So I can't do it at the moment because every time I flick over to the cold water, it's actually not cold at all.
Oh, okay.
The weather outside is quite hot.
Yeah.
So, you have your basic shower and then you flick over and it's like just you can just feel the cold.
Yeah.
Whereas, when you're in the winter, that's a whole different story.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't really talk much about that challenge, but I would do it when the weather changes a bit.
Yeah.
Further to that, I'm using this other app. It's called Noom. Have you heard of Noom?
No.
So Noom is a psychological app.
Okay.
It's basically a weight loss app, but psychological.
Right.
So I'll show you my Noom log on, right? So I'll go on to Noom. And basically what you do is every day it gives you lessons. So you can read or you can listen to the lessons. Today's lesson is stay motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's stay motivated in line with losing weight. So stay motivated on what you're doing. It's not a diet app. It doesn't tell you how to diet. But what it does is it tracks what you're eating every day. And then with the AI that's involved in the app and the psychological component to it, it basically alters your mind and your thinking to what you should be eating, right? So, for example, today I logged my breakfast and I had a black coffee. That's all I drank this morning, a nice black coffee, right? Because I'm also intermittent fasting and I'm not eating before lunch and I stop eating after dinner. So once I have dinner, that's it. That's my last meal. But at lunchtime, I had a quarter roast chicken from last night's dinner left over. I had a pork cold roll, which I also had from over the weekend left over. So just one. And then I had a quarter serving, so just a handful of green pea harvest snaps. So sort of like veggie chip type things, right? And then for extra protein, I just had one boiled egg, right? That was my lunch. And I had that at 2:00 in the afternoon, right? And nothing else before that. So then if I go into that, it basically breaks down everything for me on, so view analysis. So it says that, my roast chicken and the cold roll fall into what they call the yellow category, which is like, a good balance, right? But then the crisps that I had, the pea crisps, they're in the orange category, which means it's okay, but you shouldn't be having more than a certain amount. So, it breaks down things and then it puts it back into the app and then like psychologically gets you motivated and going.
Right.
Just using this app in the last 2 weeks, I've dropped just shy of 8 kilos.
Beautiful, mate.
Yep, and all I'm doing is 6,000 to 7,000 steps a day. I haven't really done any hardcore activity. On the weekend, I went for a long walk when I went to the Fringe. Obviously, that was a long walk. But yeah, so, good mental health and well-being promotes good health, general health. It goes hand in hand.
It's your mindset. Once you get your mindset right, then it's like you're competing against yourself. So you're like, okay, so this is how much I weigh this week. Let's see if we can even 500 grams or a kilo or something. And there's been weeks where I hadn't dropped anyway, and I'm like, shit. Like, what did I do? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I've never really been a breakfast eater either. And I'm not really a massive coffee drinker either. So I just try and drink a shitload of water to sort of make me full. But once you get into that routine of intermittent fasting, you don't feel hungry in the morning. Like, I don't feel like I'm hungry. And then,
I don't wake up, I don't have any hunger in the morning anymore.
No.
And like, I definitely do love and enjoy my cold black coffee in the morning. Really enjoy that. I don't even drink milk anymore. No nut juice, no nothing. Like, I literally don't drink any milky substance anymore, which I'm enjoying.
So I went and actually got a blood test a couple of weeks ago, and it was saying that everything was sort of normal. My blood sugar was actually really low, which I was like, oh, okay. But like, and then I think to myself, it's like, well, I don't try and have any sugary stuff. So our sugar levels were like 3.4.
Okay.
It should be between 4.5 and 7. So where I think I take after my mum's side, where they've got all sort of high cholesterol but low sugar. So my cholesterol was really high. Mine was like in the 6s.
Yeah,
so
right.
That's way too high. So I sort of shit bricks a little bit, you know. But everything else was normal. But then again, like my calcium was a bit low because I don't like drinking milk. So yeah, so I sort of got to try and fix bits and pieces. But
Yeah, calcium you can find in other stuff though, like, you know, cheeses and...
yeah, but then even then, like your yellow cheeses are like bad for your cholesterol.
Oh,
So like you have your fetters.
Yeah, because of the cholesterol problems, yeah.
Right, so you need to if you want your cheeses, you having your white cheeses like your feta,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
You know, so because I really like my salami, prosciutto, you know, all that sort of stuff. Well, that's bad. It's not really good for you. You know, so
In moderation.
in
moderation.
See, I don't have moderation. I'll just fucking stuff my face with prosciutto because you're thinking, oh, it's a meat, so it's all right, but it's all like processed.
Yeah, but it's processed.
Right. So that's where I didn't know any of that. So when I was speaking to the doctor, he goes, "Yeah, it's the you know, salamis, your hams, your this, your that." It's like, really? Like okay.
See, it's interesting though. Like, you know, there's so many different things out there, and you don't know what to first listen to. So, like, you know, keto, for example, right? That's all about protein and high fat. Yeah.
Good fat.
And yeah, but like one of the things you can eat on there is cold meat. Cold meat is allowed on keto.
Yeah, but then it'll bump up your
Right?
cholesterol.
Yeah,
That's
but
the problem.
so will creams and cheeses.
Yeah, I know. See, again,
And they're
right.
good fats, but it will boost up your cholesterol. So, you know, regardless of what type of diet you do, you know, someone I work with, he's a bit of a hypnosis therapist, whatever they call it, and he goes to me, spell out the word diet. I said D-I-E-T. And he goes, remove T. I said, D-I, die. And he's like, right. So what's a diet? I go, what, a way to die?
Killing yourself.
And he goes, yeah, you're killing yourself because you're starving your body from certain things because you're telling it, you're being told not to eat certain things. I'm like, yeah, but, you know, a diet doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to stop everything. And he goes, yeah, but there are diets that do that. And then what your body does the second you reintroduce some type of food to yourself,
You're fucked.
You're fucked. And I go,
you double down.
You know what? Going through my life and every time I've tried a different diet, that's right. I've actually become worse after a diet because my body goes, oh, more. Fine, I've had a lot of stress eating and all that in the years, but regardless, that's what it's doing to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so, you know, what do you do? And he goes, change your thinking. Don't call it a diet. Call it healthy eating. Or, you know, eating in moderation. Rename it. And that's the psychology behind it all. Rename it. I'm not on a diet. I'm not doing the keto diet. Call it the keto lifestyle. Or just call it a healthy lifestyle. Don't name it by anything in particular. You just know in your head what you are eating.
Yeah, because I did that 2 years ago. I did keto, and I remember I did it from like August to November, and I dropped like 25 kegs, right? But then, like, and I was like not preaching it to people. I was sort of like, you know, a piece of bread is such and such carbs and this and that. And I wasn't eating any bread, no pasta. I was having like zucchini fucking pasta instead or whatever it's called. And, you know, it was working. But then I think Katrina's yard died. And then like, all the wogs got together and you eat and whatever's there, you just eat it. And then it just like bang, like everything that I was doing and how I was thinking, it just went out the window. So one thing, I'm not saying because she died, and I'm just saying like it was something in life where all the wogs got together, like all the oldies and whatever, and the family, and we just were eating like the biscuits and this and that and having the ports and blah, 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 blah. And I just stopped caring. And now I'm just trying to be like, you know what? Moderation. I'm trying to shrink the stomach, so it doesn't, so you're not, it's not going to work, mate.
No, it's not. It's not. No.
Malandi was just trying to put his foot in between the switches on the switchboard here, and I'm like, he ain't going to fit, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you just, do be strict. Like, don't snack after dinner. Like, just normal things where you can control. And I don't know.
Now that we're talking about healthy stuff,
yeah.
Why does Elton John not eat spinach?
I don't know why Elton John doesn't eat spinach.
Because he's a rocket man. Bum. All right. Or what do bakers and cats have in common?
Bakers and cats. Something to do with like 9 something, isn't it?
No.
No? What?
They both have whiskers.
Why? What do you mean? Cat has whiskers?
Well, how does a baker whisk the eggs?
Oh, you. Wait, I'm thinking to myself, how do they have whiskers? Like the bakers have. Is there something in their uniform? I'm like, no. Yeah.
But look,
you can have shit, right? You can have shit.
Well, you can,
but it's just moderation.
Like for example, right? So with this new map, one of the things that you need to do is, and I've always hated doing this, but I'm doing it, is weigh yourself every morning. The second you get out of bed, the first thing you do is weigh yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, mentally it has really opened my eyes. Because normally what I do is, when you're doing these specific type, I'm really good with my words tonight, aren't I? It's like I've got lisps and God knows what the hell's going on.
It's all right.
Anyway, it's like, yeah. So, when you're on a specific type of diet or plan or something like that, or like a gym plan, for example, right? They get you to weigh in once a week. Like it's your check-in day.
Friday
right?
mornings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas this is like, weigh yourself every day. Keep yourself on track every day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So one day I might be up, especially Monday mornings. I'm a bit up because I noticed that over the weekend, my water intake is a lot less than what it is during the week.
Yes.
Because while I'm at work, all I'm doing is sipping water to keep me going because my mind's constantly churning through the work. So I've got water there and I'm just drinking. Whereas over the weekend, I'm relaxing with the kids. I'm not doing much at all. And I don't drink water. I don't feel like it. So my body
just forget.
is storing water. Whereas when I'm drinking shitloads of water, I'm passing it through. Like right now, I'm jiggling because I want to go to the toilet from the water that I've drunk today. But anyway, so it's just the body is an amazing thing. And diets aren't necessarily the be-all and end-all. Just be mindful of what you're eating. And I've noticed that when I haven't eaten a really good carb for a long time. I lie. I had a cinnamon donut. Oh my God. A cinnamon donut.
There you go.
And 2 poffergies on Saturday night at the Fringe. Poffergies are the little Dutch pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
And they flip them over, and then they put butter on top. So I had 2 of those and ate 1 cinnamon donut on Saturday night at the Fringe. I enjoyed it. It was my night off. I had a couple glasses of wine before then. I enjoyed it. All right, that didn't hurt me.
No,
But come Sunday, I didn't drink much water. So my body was naturally swollen this morning when I woke up, right? So I weighed a little bit more because the water retention was there. Whereas now, today, every half an hour, I've been peeing. So I know that tomorrow, whatever my body went up should go down.
I think they say you should be drinking 3% of your body weight.
I got told you need to drink 1 litre per 25 kilos of body weight a day.
Yeah. It's about
So
right. It's
75 kilos, 3 litres a day.
Yeah. It's about what? Yeah. Well, that roughly works out for the same for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try at least, because it's hard to, like, you're tracking how much. So that's why I've got, this one, it's like 1.98. Yeah, whatever. So 2 litres.
Nearly 2 litres, yep.
So I tried to do like 1.5 to 2 of these every day. So I've done one already.
I smash 3 of those a day.
3?
3 of those a day.
I just can't. It just feels like a chore.
And today I forgot it at work.
Oh, peaking.
At home while I was at work. I forgot it at home because I don't know why, but I took it home with me on Friday. I forgot it and I had to use, I have a similar, not a Yeti, just a insulated bottle, which is 1.5 litres.
The orange one?
Yeah, I've got the orange Yeti, but I left that at home.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And at work, I have a backup bottle for the times that I leave my Yeti at home, which is insulated. It's not a Yeti, but it's 1.5 litres.
Okay.
So I filled that one up 3 times at work. And then I left it at work. And on the way here, I bought this 1 litre bottle and I've filled it up twice.
Shit.
Yeah.
See, I find...
Hence why I'm busting.
Yeah, I can see you moving around.
Yeah.
But it's just, I can't. Like, I just can't drink it. Like, even I struggle to do 2. Like, I struggle. It's just like, I feel like, I'm just not feeling it. Do you want to go to the toilet?
No, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, like water is a natural appetite suppressant. Like you drink water when you're feeling hungry and you instantly...
See, not that I hate the taste of water. I just need a hint of sweetness or something.
Oh, I get it. But
so I just do the hydrolytes.
Ice cold chilled water for me is the best. But I bought this on the way here because I was feeling quite dry today. And even though I've had a lot of water, I was just feeling quite dry today. So I bought this one. It's the Maximus Zero Sugar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just thought, I'll put some hydrolytes in my body, some electrolytes in my body. And yeah, like it perked me up a bit.
Yeah.
No sugar, but it's good.
I do the, so with each bottle, I put 4 tablets of the hydrolytes, the purple flavour one.
Oh, yeah.
And it just gives that little bit of the
nice.
Bit of a oomph,
Good.
So.
All right, so what'd you get up to on the weekend?
Well, so my dad, he's moving back to Mount Gambier for a couple of years, and he bought a house there. Like he sold his one here, and he's bought one over there. And he goes, "Oh, can you go paint the walls and like maybe just the ceiling in the TV room?" Oh, fuck. All right, no worries. I go, "Well, you better help me, right?" And so his father-in-law, who's 85 years old, is a beast, right? And my dad, who is on 1 foot, they helped me too. So I said, look, so we went up there. I got up there Thursday night. So Friday we started early morning, like 7:30, and I didn't get back to my stepsister's house probably until 8:30, 9 o'clock. So a big day. And we got most of it done, like probably 90%, like more than what I thought we'd get done. Like we finished the ceiling, we double coated all the walls, and then just one of the ceilings in the bathroom, we've got to put a second coat on. I'm like, oh, killer. So we'll just go there tomorrow, clean up, pack up, and go. And he goes, oh, do you reckon you could sand all the woodwork as well? So that way my father-in-law, he can just plod along and paint the woodwork. I'm like, that wasn't a part of the deal, man. I go, just because we smashed it on Friday, you know. He goes, oh, come on, man, please, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, man, I missed Valentine's Day dinner to be here. So, you know.
Oh, you were in Mount Gambier without the wife.
Without the wife, yeah. All right. Anyway, it's all right. Sent her the flowers. And she went for dinner with one of her friends, or a friend of mine as well. And I called up the restaurant. I said, listen, when it comes time for the bill, just call me and I'll fix it up, you know. And they didn't know. And, oh, thank you. Oh, you didn't have to do that. But so I was in the good books as much as I could possibly be, you know. A dozen red roses, paid for the dinner with a friend and this and that. And I thought, I'm really going to pull out all the stops because I'm fucking in some rural town over Valentine's Day. Anyway, so we left Mount Gambier about 3 o'clock Saturday. Got back, I think, 8:30 or something. To my dad's house, dropped the trailer off at my dad's, dropped him off, went back to mine. It was probably about 8:30, 8:45, and then had our first pre-season game of the year. Oh. And the boys did well, got the win, and happy. You?
Friday, Valentine's Day, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day because the 15th is our wedding anniversary.
Oh!
I did the good old Greek thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, got married the day after Valentine's because it's cheaper flowers. So,
well, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Saturday.
So Saturday, I took the wife out to Bobby's.
Nice.
At the Hilton Hotel. They've opened up a new Italian-themed restaurant.
Was it you telling me about that last week? Okay, yeah.
So we went there. Dinner was amazing.
Beautiful.
The food was great. We got, so really mixed bag, but we got the wood oven pepperoni pizza with the drizzled honey on top, chili honey on top.
Oh, that is the best.
And I have to admit, very close to, or maybe even on par with Pizza Teca.
Pizza Teca.
Oh, it was wow.
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to have to go there one night.
We're going to have to.
So you can try it.
Before 6 o'clock though, because you can't eat carbs after. Anyway, go.
Yeah, we'll do it on a cheat day.
All right.
And then we also got the porterhouse steak as well to share. So we shared the pizza and the steak.
Beautiful.
Just amazing, man. It was just beautiful. The meat was cooked well.
Give it a crack.
It was very good. And then after that, we went to the Fringe for a bit. We went for a walk, got an appletini.
Who are the boys?
My mum had them.
Okay.
Went and got an appletini. And then we went and saw Tommy Little.
Oh, was that any good?
He was good. He was good.
You know, I've always said every year I want to go see him. We just never end up going.
Yeah, he was really good. It was a great show.
Bit of dark humour.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. It was hilarious. There was one part where he was trying to explain to the crowd what pegging is. Do you know what pegging is? Yeah. For those listening who do not know what pegging is,
just look it up on Google.
Look it up.
Yeah.
This isn't the time and place for us. But yeah, you may enjoy it, you may not enjoy it.
Yeah.
So he was talking about that, and the crowd was getting a bit loud.
Yeah.
There was half the crowd that were laughing their heads off because they knew what he was going on about, and then the other half didn't have any clue. There was a lady behind me going, "What is he talking about? What's pegging? Ooh. Has it got something to do with clotheslines? Like, what is going on?"
Oh, I'm an idiot.
And I'm sitting there laughing, going, "Oh, do I turn around and tell her what pegging is?" But then I'm sitting next to my wife, and she will question how I know what pegging is.
Yeah, you got to keep it under wraps, mate.
So it's like, okay, I'm not saying a thing. I'm just leaving it.
Was she laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, she knew what it was?
Yeah. So I don't know if she knew what it was before he said what it was, but she was laughing at the fact that it was funny the way that he said it. Anyway, so after that, we then went and had a hot donut and poffergies, like I said. Sunday, we didn't have any games. My oldest son, his game got cancelled. And then the youngest was meant to play up at the Pontians as well, but we held him back and go, you know what? We're going on holiday next week. My dad's 4-year anniversary memorial is also next week. So we'll go to church instead to pay respects, light a candle, because we won't be able to do it next week.
When are you guys leaving?
We're leaving next weekend.
Yeah, we're leaving on Friday.
Yeah, we're Sunday morning.
Okay.
Sunday morning we're leaving.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend, and it was quite a nice, relaxing weekend.
Beautiful.
Should I say?
Beautiful.
But where are we?
You guys going to Singapore, eh?
We are. I'm so excited.
Beautiful, mate.
It's going to be great. The kids are really looking forward to it. And it's going to be fantastic.
So, I've said...
Are you going on a cruise?
We're going on the cruise again. We're making it an annual thing, to be honest. But
we're already talking about cruise next year.
Mate, we'll probably go again. Like, I'll probably end up booking it on the ship again like I did last year. It's great. Like, the kids will love it. They do their own thing. There's like gaming, there's arcades, there's table tennis, indoor soccer, everything, right? But I'll give you a little story, right? So we renewed the kids' passports last year.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So with the kids' ones, it's 5 years. Ours expires May this year, but you can't travel within 6 months of expiry.
Yep.
Right. Anyway, so as Katrina said to me, can you renew them? So I'm like, okay. So now you can go online, fill out the application, take the application to the post office, and all you got to do is take a photo.
Yep.
Okay. Now, so I don't know what happened or how I did it, but anyway, I filled out the form, whatever. Mine came... So I did it on the Friday. Mine came the following Friday. It was delivered to my house. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, shit, that's pretty good. I'm like, Katrina, where are yours? Because we did it at the same time, same address. So I'm bring it at the same time. Anyway, I thought, it's all right. Leave it another week. Anyway, no email, no text message, no nothing. Anyway, so it's been like 3 weeks. I said to Katrina, do you reckon you can maybe give them a buzz? Like give the Australian Passport Office a buzz and see what's going on with your passport? Anyway, so she has days off on Friday, so she took it upon herself to give them a buzz. And they said, okay, well, we need to ask you some security questions first. What's your passport number? So she gave them the passport number. They said, okay, you know how they do the secret question, whatever it is, the security question, sorry? Mm-hmm. So they said, okay, so what is your mother's maiden name? And she told them. And they're like, no, that's incorrect. Right? And he's like,
what?
Yeah. So she's like, oh, I don't know, my husband, he filled out all the forms for me.
Oh, no.
Right?
Oh, no.
Anyway, and he goes, okay.
You put your mum's maiden name.
It's coming, don't worry. And they go, okay, what was the other question? It was the mother's maiden name. Who's your next of kin or emergency contact? Mm-hmm. So she said, okay, well, obviously it's me, like my husband, Stamati. No, incorrect. My mum, incorrect. Dad, incorrect. Brother, incorrect. My sister-in-law, correct. What's her address? She goes, I've got no idea. I don't know how to get there. I don't know what the address. Anyway, turns out I put my mother-in-law's maiden name as Papa Stamatis. I put my sister as her next of kin or emergency contact. And I got them to deliver mine to my home address, but delivered Katrina's to the passport office in the city. So, was I in trouble when I got home? So, but what I think happened was, the autofills?
No. What What actually happened is you just weren't concentrating.
No.
And the lesson here is Katrina should not trust you with any of her legal documents.
Correct. Try to do the right thing, man. But, it is what it is.
We went through a similar situation where the kids needed their passports renewed. I thought I had to get mine renewed, but mine expires in 26. So
You're right.
No, later this year, actually, 25. So later this year.
It's after 6 months. You're fine.
But I'm still within that 6 month bracket before I need to renew it, right?
Which is fucking bullshit because you pay for 10 years for a passport.
Yeah.
But you can only use it for 9.5 years.
Correct. Yeah, you can. That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. Yeah. So I said, listen, and I played it smart. I said, listen, I'm going to renew mine. You work out the kids, right? And then there came the part where I had to sign as a guardian. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do that. But I let her lodge it all. And then I just looked after mine. So we didn't have any of these issues.
And Katrina's was ready before mine at the passport office.
Of course it's going to be ready.
Before mine.
Yeah. Because it's like literally they just put it on the counter. Print it and put it on the counter.
But I'm surprised it was done within a week.
They're fast. They're fast.
Well, they say allow up to 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But they're quite fast these days. That's a disclaimer.
Yeah. And have you seen where the most expensive in the world?
Passport-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going up again in July.
Yeah, I just missed.
Yeah. This year, again, it's going up.
Yeah.
Our passports are very expensive, man.
Do you know how much it is in Canada?
How much?
It's like 30-something bucks.
Really?
Really.
Brand new or just to renew?
No. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter.
And that's what shits me off. Like you've already got an issued passport, yet you have to renew and pay the same amount.
When I saw, because it came up on my news feed, because obviously, when you talk about something, it comes up on your Facebook feed.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I'm like, it just came up with the passport costs around the world. Here we go. Ready for this? So this is as of April 2024, right? Mm-hmm. So Australia was $346 plus photo. So the photo, I think, was like $20. I think.
Yeah, depending on where you get it from. Yeah.
So so this is, I don't know, 29 countries. Mexico's actually more expensive than ours. Mexico's $353.90.
Yeah, but theirs is laced in cocaine.
But you can do, you can choose between a 10-year passport or a 3-year passport. You got an option. You know what the cheapest one is here? The UAE. How much?
Oh, I don't know, $20.
$27.13.
Wow.
Singapore $79.69.
Wow.
Spain.
So what about European? Like, is there a European set price?
No.
If you're in the union, or does each country have their own price?
Each country's got. Italy $191.36. The UK's $159.04.
Is this their currency or Australian dollars?
Australian dollars.
Yeah, right.
Austria $125.37. Germany for over 24-year-olds, it's $115.48, and under 24. That's over 24, and under 24 is $61.87 for Germany. Yeah.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. India $27.
Wow.
Anyway.
All right.
There's a little spill about travel and,
So just quickly, I thought I want to bring this up tonight because I had a really good laugh about this. All right. So there's some really cool tech coming out this week. Right. The rumors are that Apple are bringing out a new iPhone, like a cheaper model one.
I saw that. Yeah,
the SC.
Yep.
So apparently that's getting a massive upgrade. Actually, now that we're talking about iPhones, right? So my mate got fired from making iPhones.
You got fired from?
Yeah. He got fired. He was making iPhones.
Okay.
And he got fired.
Is he in Australia?
It was part of the Apple turnover.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's a joke, dickhead. Apple turnover.
Oh, you're a fucking dickhead.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
I'm like, wow, I didn't know they made iPhones.
Apple's bringing out a new iPhone.
Yeah.
So the Apple SC budget version.
Yeah.
But apparently it's going to look like a new phone, like a Apple 16, the iPhone 16, but it's going to have the insides. No, sorry, it's going to look like a 14 with the insides of a 16.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. So the screen isn't as good quality, but it's...
The chip is the most powerful, they said.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's their new chip system with the insides of a 16, just a basic 16 in a 14 shell.
And a 48 megapixel camera?
Yes. So the cameras are good. And you can get a 64 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte. So not bad for a few $100.
Or the young kids.
Yeah, that's right. For people wanting to break into the iPhone ecosystem. And DJI are bringing out a brand new gimbal, the rumors are, tomorrow. So, you know, the handheld smartphone gimbals that I have?
Yes.
They're bringing out a brand new one with an AI tracking sensor on it. So basically, I'm thinking, holy shit, this is what I need to film soccer games. Because it will move, like you basically track it onto the ball and it will move from one angle to another, just tracking that ball.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll buy that straight away.
So I'll be looking into that when that comes out.
Yeah. They say for tomorrow? Release?
They're announcing it tomorrow. Yeah.
If you see it before I do, flick me the link.
Well, I've already sent an email to my friend who works at a particular store and I said, what do you know? And he goes, embargoed until the 18th. So he'll have more info after that. And then I'll know what the prices are and I'll give you a call. Maybe we can buy 2 of them.
Yep.
So talking about Apple phones, right? So I was on my way here tonight and I was talking to, I won't say her name because it will pick it up and I really don't want to, but the AI assistant on my phone, right? You know her name, starts with S.
Ends with Erie?
Yeah, that's right. So I was speaking to her to take down some notes on what I wanted to talk about tonight. And at one stage, I said, talk about dictation. Right, because there were some things earlier on where it typed something completely different. And I can't remember what I asked it to write, but it wrote send himo. So I don't know what I was actually asking it to write, but that was right after talk about Apple, right? Anyway, so then I go talk about dictation. Somehow it translated it to pork cow dictation. How did that happen?
Because
talk about and pork cow.
Because it's an iPhone, not a
pork
Samsung.
As in pig, oink oink, and cow as in moo. Dictation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I don't know how that happened.
I mean, I got the new Samsung last week.
Oh yeah, and what does Bixby do?
Bixby's is a malacca. I just do.
Oh, what is Samsung's thing called?
Hey Google, just Hey Google.
Oh, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a ripper. It's killer. I love it.
But the best thing of the iPhones, right, is definitely this. Now, people can't see it, but you can. And you freaked out.
I buzzed out when you sent me that.
Yeah.
I was like, that is
So I'm going to post this on our socials. But it's a AI drawing of Stamati.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's like pretty spot on
it's not
in a cartoon format.
I mean, like, it probably needs a few more grey hairs, but apart from that, mate, not bad.
Did I show you mine?
No.
Like what I look like in AI? So this is me as a racing car driver.
That's killer.
Yeah. And this is me in a suit outside the Acropolis.
I like it.
Not bad, huh?
I like it a
Not
lot.
bad.
I think
I'll post those up.
I think we might have to change our logo, man.
Who do you think this is?
Oh, the missus.
Yeah.
Stab.
I know, full on. Hey, and like I did this one. This is James at Christmas time.
Oh my God. That is spot on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. How cool. So that's called AI Playground, and it's only available on the iPhones. But holy shit, like
And it's free.
Yeah.
So it's just part of the app on there. Wow.
it is full on. Like I absolutely love it.
That's ripper.
Absolutely love it. I've got all my colleagues on here. They're like hating me at the moment.
Wow.
But it's just so good.
Can you do one of Katrina? I just want to suss it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me a headshot photo of her.
Yeah,
And
sure.
yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, wow.
But so that's my tech talk for now.
Okay.
Should we get into Blokes Bits?
Yes.
This is
Blokes Bit.
Before we get into the stuff that we love to talk about, I want to bring up something controversial. Right?
All ears, mate.
Do you watch the tennis?
Okay, I think you know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Sinner?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
So what are your
Okay.
honest thoughts and opinions on this situation?
All right. So let's go back to before the Australian Open. So he is accused of taking a steroid, right? He is saying that it was massaged into him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a steroid cream that was massaged into him.
And which he didn't know.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then I feel sorry for him, right? But you are responsible for your team, right? And your masseuse or physiotherapist or whatever it is should know better, right? Okay. Now, I still do feel sorry for him. Okay,
but it happened twice.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought it was just
Twice
once.
in a year that he got done with this accusation of illegal creams.
Okay.
Right?
Well, then
Twice.
You can't tell me he didn't know.
So fair if it happened once,
Yeah.
but twice,
Because one could say that Djokovic could have used it
correct.
on his hamstring.
Correct. And if that was Djokovic,
I forget
the
it.
world would melt.
Mate.
The tennis world would explode.
Right.
Right now, what we're getting is athletes, tennis world people are now coming out going, what bullshit is this?
It is.
The drug authority is now saying, you know what, we'll give you 3-month ban in an off season.
Yeah, so in between Grand Slams.
In between Grand Slams. So he's going to be available to play.
The French Open.
So I'll read you an article here, right, which I
Old mate was...
I prepared.
Kyrgios wasn't impressed.
He was, and
Rightly so.
rightly so. But here we go. Tennis Australia is responding to bombshell call for Yannick Sinner to be stripped of Australian Open title in his doping ban settlement. So the Italian accepted partial responsibility for twice testing positive for a banned substance, clostebol, in March 2024. So twice
In March?
I don't know if they were both in March, but that's when it all came to light.
Okay.
So March last year is where WADA came out and, said you've
Cheated.
You've cheated. So there's been widespread outrage at the way the messy scandal was concluded, with World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, cutting a deal with Sinner's legal representatives for world number one to serve a 3-month suspension. Under the terms of the agreement, Sinner is allowed to return to competition from May the 4th, conveniently just days before Rome Masters in his country's biggest tournament. He will also be free to enter the next Grand Slam, Roland Garros, which begins May the 25th. And apparently it's heading to the Court of Arbitration in April. But still, like...
So who came runner-up again in Australian
Open? Oh, my God. What's his name?
Anyway, so
the Belgium guy, wasn't it? The 23-year-old's argument that he was not aware physical therapist Giacomo Naldi had applied the substance to his skin was
Zverev.
accepted.
Zverev. So Zverev would be fucking...
Belgium or German?
German. Zverev would have been real hard, and because he's number 2 as well.
Yeah.
So first, second. He'd think it's bullshit. Like, he should be getting the crown now. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. I don't like it. I think he should, mate. Like you said, if it was any, can you imagine if it was Kyrgios or Medvedev or Djokovic? Forget it. They'll bury him. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He should at least minimum 12-month ban. Simple as that.
And he should be stripped of any title
Won in that time.
that he's won in that time.
From March till now.
Yeah.
I think so. But
Yeah.
then how do you do that? You strip him. So do you have to pay the money back?
I don't
That's
know.
like
I don't know.
That's like Man City, right? So I was speaking to a cousin of mine the other day, right? And you know how they're still facing these allegations and 115 counts of whatever,
which
right?
will never end.
Will never end, right? He was saying to me, and I just didn't think about it, right? He goes, if they get found guilty, who pays back all the betting agencies? People making bets on things.
See, that's a hard one.
Right? Then I was like, what about the Champions League? Champions League qualification, prize money, this, that, all that sort of stuff. I think it will get too messy. I think what will happen is they'll get a point deduction. They'll still stay in the Premier League. That's what I think will happen. Because you think about it. What happens if teams were playing Man City and they lost that game and they got relegated? What happens there to all those teams that got relegated? What happens? It becomes too messy.
Yeah, way too messy. I get it. I get where everyone's coming from. And yes, everyone suffers from it. But and I don't think that it's now, like, I don't think it's proper to then just go, oh, you know, what about the years that Arsenal missed out by a few points?
Or Liverpool.
Right, or Liverpool, whatever, and then hand them the cup, because it just shouldn't happen.
Can't happen.
But do like what they did to Everton, fine them and drop points.
Man City wins major legal case against the Premier League. The Premier League has been dealt with a huge blow in its legal battle against Manchester City, with sponsorship rules enforced between the years 2021 to 2024 declared null and void. In a major verdict, this could potentially trigger a variety of compensation claims after an independent panel has sided with the league's reigning champions. So that's something for them, I guess. Anyway, the Premier League is now facing legal costs of £10 million.
Okay. Well, since we're on the Premier League, big weekend.
Yes.
Starting
Brighton, Chelsea.
Was it Saturday?
3-0.
Yep.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Brighton 3, Chelsea 0.
Yeah.
And then that was followed by Leicester City versus Arsenal.
2-0 win.
2-0 win. Then we had Aston Villa. Mind you, that Arsenal game.
West Ham.
That Arsenal game, right, or the Leicester City game.
Yeah.
I was watching till about half time and I fell asleep going, we've got no one. Like, there is nothing happening. There is nothing exciting.
Yeah.
And then I wake up to go, fuck, we won 2-0. How the hell did that happen? And then I see Marino came on and scored 2 in 5.
Yeah, that's killer.
Like, thank God, Super Submarino.
Yes. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
So that was that one. Where are we? Where did we go?
West Ham, Brentford.
West Ham, Brentford 1-0. Everton, Crystal Palace, Everton 2-1. Southampton 1, Bournemouth 3. Manchester City 4, Newcastle 0. Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest dropped points. 1.
Wouldn't pick that.
Aston Villa 1, Ipswich Town 1.
With the red card.
And then this morning, Liverpool 2, Wolves 1, Tottenham 1, and Manchester United 0.
Now, I mean, I should be happy, right? I should be happy with Tottenham being in the shit, right? But I feel sorry for Ange because it's not his fault.
1, they've got a stack of injuries. 2, the management's fucked.
Yeah.
The owners and management is fucked.
Yeah.
And that's why they're never going to get anywhere, because they jump the gun before anything actually happens. So you imagine now if he had a full strength team.
Oh, he'd be ripping it up.
Right? What he'd be doing.
Ripping it up.
Okay?
But in saying that, Arsenal have got a shitload of injuries too. And first team players.
But Arsenal has a lot more faith in their
depth as well.
Yeah, and depth, and has a lot more faith in their coach. Let's be honest. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like when you have a board that has a lot of faith in you as a coach, you can work wonders with whatever you have. But when you're going in every game with the fear that your management doesn't have your back, it's fucked. And I don't even want to know what he's thinking, like what's going through his head. Because it's just, like, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Because he is a good coach. It's just he doesn't have the players to show that.
Yeah. Yeah, Katrina, yeah, I've got to sort her out, but she's a Tottenham supporter, my missus, because of Theo Ange. Theo Ange, she calls him.
When did she become a Tottenham supporter?
When Ange took over. She went from Arsenal to Tottenham because of Theo Ange.
Why are you not divorced yet?
Well, it's a very expensive process. Very expensive. So I just deal with it.
Wow.
Yeah. She goes, he reminds me of a Theo that...
Do I need to have a chat to her?
Please. Because Michael Bartle did and she's not listening. So...
Yeah, but is she just following Arsenal?
Because I'm an Arsenal.
Sorry, if she just following Tottenham because you're an Arsenal supporter and she just likes to give you shit?
That
is
would
she
be
one of those wives that really doesn't give a crap about the game?
No, she don't. No, she zero fucks about the game. Zero fucks.
Okay, right? So it's just like me saying, I'm a Crow supporter, and then Stav turns around and goes, well, fuck it, I'm a Port supporter.
No, it's not that, because she was on the bandwagon with Arsenal, but when Theo Ange, she always refers to him as Theo Ange. She goes, he reminds me of like some uncle that's at a family barbecue. Right, so since Theo Ange has gone there, she's
need to have talks.
Please.
Need to have talks. She'll listen to me. All right. So at the moment, we've got Liverpool on top at 60, Arsenal 53, Nottingham 47, Manchester's closing in on 44, Bournemouth on 43. Wow, I just would not have
this table, eh?
Yeah. Chelsea on 43, Newcastle on 41, Fulham 39, Aston in 9th on 38, Brighton in 10th on 37. And then Manchester is all the way down in 15th. On 29 points. And Tottenham are in 12th on 30 points. So, oh shit, like 1 point difference. And in relegation zone, we've got Southampton. Sorry, Benny.
There's no chance.
20th position with 9.
9 points.
Leicester on 17 and Ipswich on 17.
You know, what is the record lowest points ever in a season?
Dude, that's 3 wins so far in the season, hey?
Is it? Did they even get 3 wins? 2 wins, 3 draws. 20 losses. That is crazy. Record.
But Southampton were once a great team.
Record lowest points in the Premier League. I remember that season, 2007, 2008. Derby, they got 11 points. So if in the next 13 games, if they don't record a single point, they are going to be the lowest ever.
Wow.
11 points is the record low.
So they need 2 more points to equalise, or 3 more to beat it.
Most Premier League points in a season without winning the title. Who does that go to?
Without winning the title, that was us.
No.
Liverpool?
Yeah, 97 points. The fewest Premier League points in a season to win the title? Who's that?
Fewest Premier League points.
I'll give you the team. You got to tell me the points.
Oh, okay.
Man U in 1996-1997 season. What was there?
Oh, I reckon it would have been in the 80s.
75 points.
75 points?
75.
They must have not had a long season then.
No. Just every other team was shit. Let's have a look here. Most title wins, Man U 13. Most consecutive, Man City 4. Biggest Premier League title winning margin, 19 points. Man City in 2017, 2018.
Wow.
Anyway.
So crossing over to one of our other favourite sports, I know it's a long way before the season starts.
How good does Lewis look in red?
But, oh my God. So, I got a funny joke to show you.
Oh, here we go.
Where is it? Okay. So, this is a mock-up of the Hamilton radio, right?
Oh.
So, engineer, Lewis, are we going plan B? Yeah. Lewis Hamilton. C. Okay, plan C? No. Lewis. No. Plan B. Okay, plan B then. Lewis. C. The engineer. What the hell are you talking about, Lewis, man? Do you get it? So he's saying C as in Italian, yes.
Yeah.
But they're thinking, hang on, why is he saying plan C? What's plan C? Anyway, I thought that was funny. So
I've always said Hamilton has always been my driver, but Ferrari's always been my team. Now they're together.
Oh, man. I really do hope
He gets
that he does something spectacular and wins his 8th in red. I really would love to see that.
2-year contract?
Yeah.
Plus ambassadorship. Okay. Sorry, I keep cutting you off, right? But, so they offered him a stupid amount of money, right? But all he wanted was an ambassadorship that Mercedes would not give him, right? Did you see how much their stock went up?
Yeah.
Ferrari?
Shitloads.
In the billions it went up.
Man, you have no idea how many people have gone out and cranked the merch and everything on Ferrari right now.
Billions. Mercedes fucked up.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Hate him or love him, he is one of the best drivers on that grid. And now in Ferrari, when they're coming good, oh my God. Yeah. I can only imagine. Anyway, so going back to it, our old mate Gunther Steiner came out saying that he's got his money on Piastri winning a championship, if not this year, definitely within the next 2 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
Piastri's having the time of his life right now.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that the feud between Lando and Max is going to continue. There is going to be some serious Lando Norris and Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Those two hate each other.
Oh, yes.
So it's going to be a very good season. And talking about Ferrari, the Lego group that I'm part of, they had lottos on the weekend for...
Oh, Stav.
Listen to this. So they had one of the brand new Ferrari sets that are coming out on March the 1st, the Technic Ferrari, and one of the Red Bulls. And they were selling tickets for $11.50 each. So I decided, you know what, there's 10 tickets or whatever they had, 10 or 20, I can't remember. Anyway, regardless, I bought one ticket in each draw. I told the wife that I'm doing this.
And?
I won the Red Bull.
Not sure how I feel about that.
I know I really wanted the Ferrari, but the way I justify this now is that
What are they worth retail?
both those cars, when they are released, are worth $340.
And you got it for how much?
Right? So I've won one of them for $11.50. I now don't have to buy full retail price on both. I just have to buy one. I just have to buy the Ferrari.
Smart. Smart man.
So that $23 investment for the 2 tickets.
I would have bought 2 tickets for the Ferrari, but you know.
Yeah, at the time when I put when I bought the ticket, there was only like one left.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I was a bit late on it. I usually am quite quick on it, but they came out on Friday, and I tried not using social media at all on Friday until late in the evening, and by the time I got there, I just got the last ticket on both draws.
Hey, 50% strike rate ain't bad.
Yeah. So I won a Red Bull.
Bravo.
Yes, I'm really excited to build that. Anyway, that's me for today. That's my episode.
Beautiful.
I'm going to be away next week. I'm going to Singapore. You're going to a cruise.
Yeah, but we're going... Oh, when are you leaving? This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Oh, I'm leaving next Friday.
Oh, the 28th.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that means you'll be away for a week after I get back.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Well, by then, hopefully we would have moved into...
Oh, that's happening next week.
Oh, well.
Yeah, during my week in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
So next time we record, we're going to be in the new place.
All right.
Again, a big shout out to Doriforos Greek radio station for hosting us and allowing us to record. Guys, that's it for another day. Make sure you follow us on our socials. 2 Blokes in a Pod, at 2 Blokes in a Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Or you can email us 2blokesinapod@gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.